Jack, that's obviously a sore one to take today. How do you reflect on the 90 minutes?
Yeah, look, any time we lose a game, we're going to be disappointed, and especially with the ambitions we've set ourselves this season. We committed too many individual errors in the defensive sense to give ourselves a chance to win the game. I think every goal for me, if you reflect back on it, can be attributed to an individual mistake. And we haven't defended well enough as a team through the whole season, and I mean as a team, and that's partly my responsibility in the way we play, but today there were some players that probably didn't play as well as you could do, and they were attributing factors. So you have to sometimes take things on the chin and you move on. We're still in a reasonably healthy position at this stage of the season. I think we remain second. We have a home game next week. We would have been very good, and we produce a reaction like we have done through the course of not only this season but the time before as well.
That's what you've just said. There's a home game next season, 3 home games on the bounce. How important is it to get back there, given how much of a fortress you've sort of made the Paisley 2021 stadium?
Yeah, well, we have to continue to do that. So the game next week gives us the opportunity, because it is at home and our form has been good. We obviously want to be able to come to places like this and win games as well. But we're having the next 2 home games in the league. It gives us that opportunity to bounce back from it in the most positive way. And the players have done that. When we speak in there, they have been criticised for aspects of the game. Of course they have. There's areas we'll look at the beginning of next week again. But I can't say that I have trust in that group and then change my mind the next 7 weeks. So that trust and faith in them remains. We're going to have bumps this season. We've had them already. We've had another one today, and we'll continue to have them. But hopefully we'll have more of the ups that we've had in recent times as well.
You mentioned individual errors for all the goals. How frustrating is that for you on the sideline, given you can coach them as much as you want, but individual errors, there's nothing really you can do to stop that?
It's part and parcel of football. The best teams are the ones that have the least amount of these, and it sounds very simple, but it is the case. And I probably don't expect them from us, because usually they happen when players aren't feeling good about themselves or aren't that confident. We've got a group that by and large have been playing well and have felt good and been positive. So they happen, and when they happen together like that in a game, then you get punished against a good team, because they are a good team in an attacking sense. And so when you present them with opportunities, when you look at the second goal in particular, it's a good finish as well. So but it comes from, we should have dealt with the ball better on the halfway line, so it moves from there. So as I said, we take the defeat and we use it as motivation for us for the rest of the season.
There was an incident in the second half, 2-0 down at half time, obviously coming out. Gavin Riley looked to be brought down in the box. What was your view of that?
I thought it was a penalty. I haven't watched it again. My initial reaction was a penalty. I asked the referee and he said he didn't think it was, which is obviously why he doesn't give it. It's frustrating, because I think at that time in the game it's a big moment. I felt as if we were in the ascendancy by and large. I don't really understand why it's not been given, when I think there's a free kick being given on the halfway line to Dunfermline, which is exactly the same challenge. But we deal with it. It feels as if we'll get. Hopefully these things are leaving themselves out over the season, because I felt as if we've been on the wrong end of a few of them recently.
And there was the 2 red cards today as well. How frustrating was that, especially given that they were in the sort of latter stages and the game was already gone by that point?
Yeah, that's not, I wouldn't say the most disappointing thing for today, because the result is, of course, but that's probably the most irritating thing for me, because we must maintain our discipline when you are getting beat, because it's going to happen. Things aren't always going to go your way in your football. And today, when it was going against us and it's in the latter stages of the game, by and large the game is done. When we are going to lose the game, then players have to maintain that discipline, because it not only has an impact upon the remaining minutes of the game, which means we could concede again, but also in the weeks beyond. And we also, especially at the moment, when we don't have an awful lot of defensive options. So I'm irritated by that. Players have been left in uncertain terms that discipline side of it has to improve. You must have that strength of mind to be able to deal with these situations as well.
Is that a concern, because obviously the 2 other league games away from home this season, there's been a player sent off as well, so that's 4 sending offs in the 3 away games in the league this season?
I wouldn't say it's a concern. I think it's something that we aren't a particularly over physical team. In fact, I would suggest today in the first half in particular we weren't physical enough in terms of how we competed. But these players must understand individually that they have to have more responsibility and degree in some of them, because I think probably they've all been avoidable. Sometimes you can say, right, it's been a poor decision, but I think they've all been avoidable. I think there are things we could have retained a bit more composure and kept ourselves in the park. As I said, today's game was done by that time, but it's the knock-on effect of that for the weeks beyond that causes problem as well.
Just finally, what's your message for the fans tonight?
Well, I think I don't want to patronise them in any way and be cliched, but they know how much I value their support, and the numbers they travelled in again today are outstanding. And they travelled in those numbers because they believe they have a good team, and they believe it was a team that could come here and win the game, and that's what I would feed them, because I felt the same. So I think during my time here I've been frank with them and said they know they'll be disappointed. I know they will be, because they come and they live for that positive result on a Saturday. What this team has done every time they've had that is they've bounced back and repaid them for that support the previous week when they've suffered defeat by the manner of their performance, the manner of the result the following week, and that's what all our focus will be on in doing that. And I've no doubts that come next Sunday's game we'll produce a performance that doesn't make up for it, because today has done, we can't influence today in any way, but will help them maintain that faith, if you like, in what we're trying to do.